Well, good morning. We're back in Middle Earth, and we are going to continue the quest at the angle of Mitheithel. Now, what do we have here? We have Relics of Lost Kingdoms, The Last Friendship, The Crumbling Halls, and Twisted Gold. And I think at least one of them is close by. Yeah, right here, this purple area. We have to kill some spirits. And looks like somebody is in here doing the same quest, so good morning, random person. I hope you're having fun. Alright, so I think that did it for the ghosts. Ghosties. And I don't think these are fell spirits. I think the blue ones are just like oath breakers or lost spirits. Oh, did she have another quest for me?
Megovanen.
Ah, you return. I knew you were more than a match for those poor spirits. Come, let me see what you bring. You hand him an armband. Yes, it is as I thought. I think I know how we can help these warriors. The rivers that surround the angle often ran red after the battles that were fought here. So much loss and violence has twisted some of the plants that grow in the area. On the banks, you will find twisted rotroot. Collect a bouquet of their flowers and bring it here. And what do you have?
Mind my words, traveler.
My scouts have returned with reports of dangerous creatures lurking on the shores of the local rivers. Since you will be headed that direction on Glathern's foolish errand, why not see what you could do to dispose of the creatures? Obviously, she doesn't think much of Glathern. So, where are we headed? Twisted Gold. Oh, out this way. Riverside of Vonk are all over the place. Good. Alright, so I guess we should get on a horse. This way or this way? Oh, ancient iron. Excuse me. Thank you. I'll take that. Hopefully before the cat gets to me. Oh, it's not paying attention to me. That's good. Twisted rot root. What's that? It's an Avant. Very good. That's a goat. It's cute. Look at it. That's a cute little goat. Avant. And a spirit. More roots. And the Avant just feel kind of out of place here. Like I said, I think the first time I ever saw creatures like this were Dunland? At least I'm pretty sure that was the first place I ever saw them. I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird to see them here in Trollshaws. Is there another Avant back here? There is. Oh look, we caught the attention of another one. Well, they're all over the place here. How many do we have left to kill? 2 of them? Well, that should be easy enough. Excuse me, I'd like to talk to you. Although you don't understand common tongue. Or Sindarin. Alright, back to the elven camp. I still say that had to be a huge tree. Alright.
How can I be of service?
Thank you for your effort here in the angle. It has allowed me to focus on other things of great import, and for that I thank you.
What can I do for you?
In other lands, these flowers grow tall and proud. Here in the angle, they grow twisted by the memories of violence and strife. I have prepared a pyre, using an incantation for purifying and letting go. Here, take the armbands. Add them to the fire with the bouquet you gathered. May the hearts of the warriors find peace, and may the twisted flowers unfurl and bloom again. Okay, so we have to add everything to this pyre here that he has prepared for this purpose. The air smells fragrant and feels lighter somehow.
Megovanen.
Did you feel it? Like a warm summer wind, and that sweet scent. I believe we have done it, friend. We are a small step closer to healing the land and granting peace to troubled souls. Okay. So. Anybody else would like to talk to me? Perhaps not. At least not here. Alright, so where are we headed next? Bring the stones to Narnian is in Garond. Complete quest in the angle for Narnian. Okay. So, we are headed back here. It looks like we have a quest right here as well. Alright, back on our horse. It's not easy to figure out what is the optimal order of quest here, considering these is the first time I've done these. But they are definitely interesting quests. Oh, is that quest like way out there? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, wait, it is kind of out there, isn't it? I need to go this way. And the map for this is all sorts of messed up. Either that or I'm just not reading it right. Because it says I'm going this way to get to the quest, but then it shows me the quest. Oh, it's showing me this quest, which is way over here. Okay. Now I get it. I'm just not looking in the right direction. Okay. So, there's a quest giver here somewhere? Find Finbright Cot, the home of Ravaedron's friends beyond the village of Glenfawn. Leave me alone. You have arrived at Finbright Cot, home of the Staghorns. Go to sleep. There, go to sleep.
What do you need?
Here it is, Finbright Cot, home to my friend Maddock and Glenn's and their son Bran. The Staghorns showed me much kindness when I ventured to this land, and I will miss them when I leave. I appreciate you being here. Saying goodbye is always difficult, and I would like my friends to know they will have adventures such as you looking after them once I have departed. And let's see, we can pick from... We'll pick that one. It's still not as good as what I have. I've never seen light armor with might on it before.
Mind my words, traveler.
I've steeled myself for a sad parting, but your presence here should help. I am ready if you are my friend. Then let there be an end to my delay. Sooner done, sooner past, as they say. It is not an elfin expression of that, I am certain. Okay, I think this is an instance. You will find the Staghorns most agreeable, my friend. They are a charming couple, and their son Bran is quite a lively lad. I will let them know we are here. Look at the chickens. They look like Plymouth Rocks, I think. Are your parents at home? Aye. Mother, father, Ravaedron's here. What do you folks say? Megovanen. Megovanen. That is quite close, my friends. Megovanen. Megovanen. Well, they're quite happy to... Who's your new friend, Ravaedron? This is Mitheithel, an adventurer lately come to Mitheithel. I was hoping to introduce you. Well, any friend of yours is a friend of ours. And I guess I should go say hi to these folks. Come inside, come inside. There are few roads in this land, and you must be weary from your travels. Oh, and they have a nice little house. Oh, excuse me. Before I talk to anybody, let's look around. We have a nice stew pot. Nice cozy fire. And it looks like they're well stocked. They have plenty of potatoes for the season. Yes, yes, yes. Well stocked with potatoes. We have breads and vegetables. Nice shelving. There's a bed here. I guess there's a basement. Looks a little damp. But I guess they, oh look, potatoes spilled onto the ground. I'd say they've had a very good crop, but that might rot if you leave it there, especially as wet as it is down there. Potatoes like to be dark and dry. Just saying. Okay. I guess up that way is a loft. Probably the kid's bedroom. That'd be my guess. Have you known Ravaedron long? We met him only recently, but he is dear to us, and the tales he told of long ago times and distant places have captured our imagination. Did he ever find the prey he sought, the dark-robed villains that draw him to the angle? We are sworn to secrecy, and will speak of them to no one else, but I confess the nighttime shadows seemed deeper after he spoke of the horseless riders loose in the wild. Still, we fear them not. My husband and I come from tough stock. None could long live in the land without being made hardy or beginning so. I've been looking for wraiths as well. If I find them, they had better watch out. Bran! My mission was intended to remain secret, Bran. I haven't told anyone. Is that why you came back? Sigh. No. I came to say goodbye, for I will be leaving these shores. For how long? When elves leave Middle-earth, they live for good, don't they? Why? Don't you like it here? Of course, but it is complicated for me. But fear not, you will be protected even after I am gone. That is what concerns you. We can take care of ourselves. Of course, but I still wanted to make arrangements for your safety. Dangers encroach even upon lands once thought secure. Do you think so little of us, we did not befriend you to keep us safe? Do all elves treat their friends this way? Oops. I think there has been a misunderstanding. Please allow me to explain. You have not seen such dangers as in Mitheithel as I have, and so we are like children to you? I am nearly a man grown. Listen, my friends, I did not mean... I think you had better leave, Ravaedron. Maddock, Glynis. I am sorry you had to see that. It pains me to say this, but perhaps Ravaedron was not as close a friend as we thought. Your people and ours must simply be too different. Did he befriend us out of pity? Do all long-lived folk look upon the men and women of the Angle as merely mayflies, alive for so short a time they must be safeguarded and shown sympathy? I thought our friendship with Ravaedron was different, but I suppose it was not. Ooh, that didn't go well. That didn't go well at all. Poor Ravaedron. I don't think he said his mind quite clearly. And he was trying to help.
The sorrows of the Eldar are never ending.
I do not understand. I expected my farewell to contain a measure of sorrow for all of us, of course, but I did not think to quarrel. I do not want to leave it like this. But what can I do? Ravaedron frowns at the closed door of Fernbreak Cot. I am dissatisfied. How can my friends wish for me to depart in this fashion? Did I not make it clear to them that they will be protected by such adventurers as you, even when I'm gone? I am certain I did. I meant no insult.
Will you hear my sorrows?
Well, it is no matter whether they know it or not. Their lives will not be endangered by my decision to leave Middle-earth. I hope it is not presumptuous of me to say we will make certain of that. Ravaedron stares for a moment longer at the closed door and then shakes his head. Still, I had hoped for a friendlier parting. I have seen many farewells during my long years, and I did not envision this one going this way, but I will not dwell upon it. I have spent too long dwelling on such things. Let us make safe the lands hereabouts, and meet up at the old mounds of Glenafon. It stands in the west of here and was once a most pleasant village, though it has remained empty for much of the age. Alright, so where are we headed now? Wow, we're just like all over the place here. So we can go pick up this quest or turn it in. We can go also run back up here and turn that quest in, and along the way we can kill a bunch of stuff. Alright, that's a wolf. So we want to okay, we have that's a faraway turn in. Okay. Something really close by. Where? What are we doing here? I'm not sure. Oh, that's because we have to finish this one by going all the way back to. Okay. Glenafon has been abandoned for years, beyond count. But the Hobbit folk once lived here.
What can I do for you?
Sights such as this are all too common these days, and they stand in opposition with the memories I have of these places. This was once a thriving community of hardy folk, toughened by the tilling of the rocky soil. I remember the pleasing sounds of their voice, raised in song more often than not, and carried on the wind for miles around. They called themselves Stores, and it is my understanding that when they departed the Angle, they passed through many lands before finally settling in a small corner of Arthedain. I hope to see their land on my journey to the ships. But they have not lived here for more than 1,000 years, and the wind has not borne aloft their song for even longer. For it was the threat of war that caused them to leave. There was unrest throughout Rudar, and evil arose in Angmar, and the Stores felt no cause to sing. But when I knew them, they were pleasant and full of joy. Ravaedron regales you with tales of the friends he had come to know in Glenafon, and encourages you to see the home of Meridud and Adarin, who delighted in staying up late, and the burrow where Winna painted such lovely landscapes that she seemed to possess the skill of the Eldar. This was the home of two Stores who loved to walk the moonlit lanes long after everyone was asleep. So they have, this hobbit village has been abandoned for many a long year. 1,000 years to be precise. And these were store hobbits who probably ended up at the Shire at some point. Of course, there are also store hobbits, and this was the home of an artist who taught Ravaedron several painterly techniques he has never before considered. More works have been in Glenafon than you have yet seen. Yeah, I've seen quite a number of them. I've killed quite a number of them, and they keep coming back. Okay, and we are going to go find our elf and pause for just a moment. Okay, and we're back. Alright, Ravaedron, I've looked at the hobbit holes.
Megovanen.
I did not expect to see friendly folk in Glenafon, and my heart was ready for their absence, but the sight of wargs among the one-time burrows of my friends is more than I can bear. How many evenings did I spend alongside Meridud and Eredin on their nightly strolls? How many days did I spend on conversation with Winna, who gave me such lessons in painting that my art was ever changed? Too few, I see now. Ravaedron frowns, but pleasant memories scattered like leaves before his pleasant memories scattered like leaves before a storm. If I am grateful for anything, let it be this: I did not quarrel with my friends among the stores when they departed the lands. That, at least, is a kindness. Let us defeat some more wargs here in the angle. If a large pack of the creatures pass through Glenafon, as you say, they will be a danger to those who live nearby. Then we will continue on to Tornhad, the Dunedain village that is our destination. I have a request to make of the rangers there, and we can talk about the warg pack. So, I need to kill some more wargs. Come on. I'm tired of doing this a little bit at a time. Excuse me. Come here. Alright. Here, y'all play with that. Alright, so let's head over here and turn this quest in. We'll go via the stable. That'll make it easier. Which way is the stable? This way? Now that way is his friend's house. Okay. Here's our little goat. Goat's so cute. Oh, that's a pretty sky. Look at that blue. Must be sunrise. Late watches. Almost. Almost sunrise. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. That's enough of that for now. And go over here. Grab that stable over to... What is it called? Garond.
Sweet-eyed Melon.
I'm thinking about creating a new character just for the fun of it. One that has the added restriction of not being able to use a horse. I know, that sounds insane, doesn't it? Especially as big as Middle-earth is. But it was a vague thought based on the fact that we have no horses in New World. Now, could use milestones, because there is fast travel in New World via shrines, but no horses. I don't know, I'm still thinking the logistics of that one.
How can I be of service?
Welcome back. Have you found something interesting? You hand her the stone. Fascinating. This is Willamere, a weather stone. It sadly has lost most of its function, but when it was first created, it would have indicated that the weather is in a certain area. They were an experiment that had been considered a failure, so one could easily look to the skies to count clouds. You say you found this in an ancient smile. What a perfect use for such a device. It must have been gifted to an elf friend long ago. Thank you for bringing it to me. I look forward to studying its properties.
What do you need?
You have done so much more than I could have hoped for, my friend. These artifacts will most certainly tide me over until the angle is a safer place for my studies. I hear that you are doing what you can to further the cause as well. I thank you. Some light leggings. They're not as good as what I'm wearing, but we'll take them. Alright, so have we done here? I think we might be. So where are we headed next? We are headed over here, which I don't think we've been to yet. Have we? Oh, Tornhead. We might have been to Tornhead already.
May Govanen.
Tornhead. There we go. We can swift travel there. Very good. That's a good thing about exploring. You end up finding stables that you need later. The settlement of Tornhead is alive with the bustle of activity. If you call that bustling, okay.
How can I be of service?
We have arrived. The Dunedain range far and wide throughout the wilderness, but Tornhead has several of their relatively permanent home for many years. Wow, that I did not read that right at all. Vitality, incoming healing, resistance, evade, physical mastery, vitality, fate, critical rating, tactical mastery, vitality, fate. Oh, it's too bad. I have what I have. We'll just pick one because they're all the same price.
Will you lend me your ear?
Now let us find some of my friends among the Dunedain. We will tell them about the work pack that threatens the angle, and I also wish for them to keep watch upon the staghorns when I have gone. Ah, there is Himanois. Well, let's speak with him first. And where is this person? You have better eyes than I do. Oh, he's way over here, and he's an actual ranger. Ravaedron has come to visit us, has he? Very nice. But he has chosen a busy time to call upon Tornhead, for some of us are preparing to depart on a mission of secrecy and some urgency. We may not have much time to spend in conversation with our artist friend. What did you say your name was? Medriel. It is a pleasure to meet you. If you're willing to distribute these rations among the provision crates throughout Tornhad, I will even try to remember your name in the future. I speak in jest, Medriel, but I would appreciate it. So, I've got to parcel out some rations, because that's always the perfect use for an adventurer. Doing your chores. We have supplier, provisioner, healer. I guess we could turn the floaty names back on. Only turn them off for the screenshot. There are crates everywhere. It's a nice little village, isn't it? Looks even nicer at night when the windows are all lit. Well, this one's not lit. I guess somebody's asleep in here. Right, where are we going? Over here. Oh, and it's bigger than I first thought, too. This village is actually pretty spread out. Which I really, really like. Oh, look, we have, crafting here? We have a forge here. We have Prestadere. Prestadere, hi, how you doing? What are you doing here? I know that name. I cannot remember from where. You have exhausted the rations. Okay. All who desire friendship with the Dunedain must accept the simple truth. There is always more work to be done than there are hands to do it. If you offer your help to a ranger, expect him to take you up on it. My name is Angwid, and I am the armor master of Tornhad. Rangers favor medium armor made of leather and hides over the heavier plate worn by the knights of other lands. This, then, is my request to you. Bring me leather and hides of the Avant wolves and lynxes that can be found throughout the angle of Mitheithel. Be careful not to mar too badly the skins that you bring to me. I need relatively intact hides if I am to make armor of suitable quality for those sworn to Aragorn, our chief. Prestadere becomes part of the Grey Company. But I don't remember where I saw him originally. I could have sworn. Prestadere. Trying to think of where I've seen him before. For the Dunedain of Tornhad, life is steady routine, always preparing for the next mission. It wears on you after a while. Will the day for which we constantly prepare ever arrive? Who can say? For my part, I devise means of keeping myself entertained, without which I might go mad. Some of our numbers prepare for an eastward journey and have need of some cache that is hidden throughout the angle. Mitheithel has charged me with recovering 3 such caches, and I will do so. But what say you to this suggestion? Why not make this a contest? You shall go to the location of each cache, and if I can reach it before you do, or open the cache without you detecting my presence, I shall win. This will allow me to practice my skill at the art of stealth. Mitheithel will receive the supplies he needs, and you will test your perceptive ability. There are only winners here. The first cache is northeast of Thornhad, beyond a still pond, nestled among the rocks west of the base of the swiftly flowing waterfall. I look forward to besting you at this game. we'll hold off on that one. That sounds like a timed quest, and I want to take care of some other stuff before I start that. It is not unusual for one of the Dunedain to spend hours walking in the wilderness, far from home. Indeed, it is how we came to be called rangers by the folk who warm themselves by the fire we protect. This is especially true of our healers, folk such as Mandan and Idrian, who are often gone for hours or days at a time in search of rare herbs. Idrian is always welcomed back with smiles and laughter, and Menden's healing skills are welcomed, but the man himself can be rather abrasive. Still, he is a master healer, and we are lucky to have him. But he has been gone for a long time. If your travels take you to one of the rivers northeast of Tornhad, might I ask you to see if Manden is in danger or needs assistance? He often walks the river bank seeking ingredients of which to make use. So he wants me to go look for someone. And now we're going to go back to Ravaedron and talk to him, who is now talking to his ranger friends.
May Govanen.
I've just begun to tell the Dunedain of the reasons for our visit here, but they insist they have too many tasks to which they must attend and have little time to listen. I've never found them to be especially polite, but on this day it seems worse than usual. What say you? I believe us to be friends, but it seems you cannot spare a moment for Ravaedron, though he departs on the morrow, and you will not see him again. I have known Ravaedron my whole life, and that means I am familiar with his old tricks, for he always has a flair for the dramatic, quite unlike others of his people I have met. But very well, if you will do my own task for me, and bring these swords to the forge for repair, I will humor Ravaedron this once. And if this be for the last time, I will count myself fortunate. Alright, so unfortunately, we found the forges. And they are this way. A wood elf. Hello, wood elf. The ranger Prestadere catches your eye and calls for you to speak with him. You are a friend of Ravaedron. It is a pleasure to meet you. May I ask what brings you and he to Tornhad at this hour? You tell the ranger that Ravaedron is saying farewell to the places he knows before journeying to the Grey Havens, where he will board a ship and leave Middle-earth. I see. That is his choice, and it is not a choice that is available to us all. Can I ask you to do something for me, my new friend, while I finish up my work here at the forge and speak with Ravaedron? Will you patrol the bounds of Tornhad? We are preparing our own departure, though our destination lies to the east and not the west, as his does. And if fortune is with us, ours will not prove as permanent a stay as Ravaedron's. So he wants me to do a patrol. Okay. So there's a lot of quests in here to be done. Patrolling, collecting things, finding a missing healer, and then we have this guy here who wants to have a contest to see who can find things first. Yay. But we'll be doing that next time. Until then, bye for now.